part two of two of the very delayed new content, which I do apologize for. And I'm filming these all kind of one after the other, so I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit. So I'm going to try to get through this as quick as I can. This new content is about wrong addresses. And this item was the pumpkin fallish dangly earrings. So this happened on Halloween. Buyer sent an offer. I accepted. It sold. Things are going great. Directly after, I received this message: can you ship to this address instead? Obviously the address is blocked out. I did not have to actually consult my group because I have seen this problem come up several times in messages, and so I kind of did go through and I searched for the wrong address thing just to get a refresher. And for new sellers, this is very important. Actually, for any sellers, it is highly recommended that you do not go in and manually update the address. It may seem like just a quick fix, no issues, but one, if you ship it to any address besides the one the buyer has put in, you lose all seller protection. That means if anything happens to this, it's not going to be pretty. If this innocent request actually turned out to be a scam, which I'm not saying this is, I'm just saying if it does, and if they just are trying to get you to send it to a wrong address, then again, it's on you because you didn't send it. So the best thing to do in this situation, I know this sounds scary, and I know I didn't like doing it because the best thing to do is to have your buyer cancel the order and then repurchase it, putting in the correct address. Make sure the address is correct and then repurchase it. That is the best scenario. That way there's no hiccups and there's no risk. I mean, there's always the risk of the buyer saying, well, never mind, I'll just cancel and not buy it. But if they want it bad enough, they will repurchase it. So I reached out, basically said that whole thing. The buyer had a little bit of issues, finding the option to cancel, then they found it, and then now what, basically. At this point, I was in Ross, I believe, shopping, doing a little bit of sourcing as well. Ross, not Burlington's, Ross. So I didn't get to them right away, and I think I was making them a little nervous by the delay. But basically, it came up, buyer wants to do cancellation, being wrong address. So I had to approve the cancellation first, and then it's pending for a bit. Told the buyer that I approved it, and it's in the process of being relisted. The buyer was cool with it. They apologized about the wrong address, and it's like, it's okay. It happens. I did let the buyer know when it relisted, as they requested, and I also said, feel free to send me the same offer, and I'll take it. And I sent them the title of it, because I don't think you can send a link through messages on eBay. Buyer did end up repurchasing them at the correct address, and I checked it compared to the one that they wanted in the message to that, and it was good to go. So it is on its merry little way. That is the new content of wrong address. Recap, best thing to do not change the address. I mean, I've heard from some sellers in my group saying, just change it, it's not a big deal. It's worked out for them, no issues, but it's just not worth the risk. Okay, so that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, found it helpful, useful. Has this happened to you? How did you deal with it? And I hope the outcome was good. So I'm going to go ahead and close. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time, which will probably honestly be, I don't know what it'll be. Maybe November sales. Maybe I'll do something for Black Friday. I don't know. So I'm going to go, and I'll see you all next time.